Again fill the skies above Columbus, and the group Food Not Bombs is on a community mission. Find out more on tonight's segment of Doing Good. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, the results of a state audit on the city of Joplin are in. We have the rating and the recommendations. Plus, a senior living facility in Pittsburgh plans to shut its doors for good. We have the details. And some Southwest Missouri filmmakers take a fresh bite out of zombie movies.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Oklahoma authorities say they have made a third arrest in a 2014 cold case. This is KOAM News. I'm Samantha Walker. The arrest comes just 1 month after the Delaware County District Attorney's Office issued arrest warrants for Penny Larsons and James Merritt Larson Jr. She was booked into the Clinton County, Missouri jail. Larson Jr. was already in the custody of the Missouri Department of Corrections on an unrelated charge. Both have been charged with first-degree murder. The arrest came following an almost 11-year investigation into the suspicious disappearance of 20-year-old Dustin Ray Carver. Back in 2014, Delaware County Sheriff's deputies had received a missing persons report regarding Carver. The initial investigation led to a search of a property in Kansas where a burn pile was discovered along with human remains. In July of 2025, the Delaware Sheriff's Office received fresh leads, which ultimately led to the arrest of Larson and Larson Jr. Now that investigation has led to the arrest of this man, 31-year-old Bradley Wayne Majors. Majors was booked into the Delaware County Jail yesterday. He has also been charged with first-degree murder. A high-speed chase through Cherokee County ends with a Joplin man in custody. Earlier this afternoon, Joplin police attempt to stop a vehicle for running a stop sign. The driver fled, leading officers on a pursuit from Joplin into Galena, then into rural Cherokee County. The vehicle, which authorities say drove erratically on Highway 69, passed cars on the shoulder and attempting to hit a deputy head-on. Cherokee County deputies used a tactical vehicle intervention to finally stop the chase near Joplin. The driver, a Joplin man, was arrested and now faces multiple charges. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now for a first look at weather.
We are tracking some rain chances through Friday. Mostly you can just see these isolated shower chances throughout the day on Friday, not really bringing a lot of accumulation or even a lot of rain to most of us. We're going to stay dry. Now we've got a quiet evening for us, maybe a few clouds, but overall it is a pretty quiet night. Heading into Friday morning by 8 a.m., we already see this line of storms developing, as you can see just north of us out near Kansas City. Most of the rain will stay on the Missouri side, though along that boundary we could see some isolated showers and storms on the southeastern Kansas side. Those are going to be very isolated though. All right, now so back to the Missouri side, most of the rain is on Springfield area, but we do have this little isolated storm that could be moving south along I-49 and then continuing to push further south. Then we're back to some partly cloudy skies for the rest of the weekend and even warmer temperatures. I'll have all those details coming up.
Thanks, Lindsay. The Missouri State Auditor releases the City of Joplin report highlighting financial concerns. Missouri State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick released his audit for Joplin, reflecting the fiscal year ending on October 31st, 2023. The audit gave the city a rating of fair, highlighting 10 areas for improvement. These areas include finances, including finance department controls and procedures, budgeting procedures, and payroll allowance procedures.
Staff continue to demonstrate excellence in public service. This audit report is a testament to their dedication, professionalism, and commitment to serving the community with integrity.
Mayor Cortez says the city has already started improvement efforts in many of these areas with recommendations and maintains that no legal wrongdoing was found. Medical Lodges confirms its Pittsburgh location is permanently closed after environmental concerns forced resident relocations. The senior living facility at 2520 South Rouse moved all residents to its Frontenac location in July. The company hired a remediation company to investigate, but after several consultations, they made the decision to close it. CEO Scott Hines told KOAM today that the decision wasn't easy, but the cost to remediate, repair, and renovate is not economically feasible at this time. They're working with the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services on an approved closure plan. Medical Lodges continues communicating with affected families. Miners Hall Museum in Franklin, Kansas is getting a little extra help keeping the community park in shape thanks to some hard-working middle schoolers. Students from Pittsburgh Community Middle School's Kiwanis Builders Club teamed up with the museum for a recurring service project, one that's now become an annual tradition. This year's project including replacing old wood mulch with brand new rubber mulch in the play and picnic areas using materials purchased through grants from Get Busy Living and the Community Foundation.
It feels great to come out here and be a part of this, but it feels even better knowing it's the kids doing it and how happy the ladies are here with the foundation that are welcoming us back every year, and the kids just perform really well. They get out here and they thrive when you get them out here in the open and have a purpose.
Farrell also says the students take pride in making a difference, and it shows. A filmmaker from Southwest Missouri looks to take a fresh bite out of an old horror genre. Springfield's own Ryan Smith brings his film Eldritch USA to the big screen this weekend in Joplin. Smith says the movie, a combination of zombie flick, dark comedy, and musical, draws its inspiration from some well-known horror sources.
I read a lot of Lovecraft leading up to it, and I was trying to create something that pulled from a lot of different Lovecraftian elements. Also was a big fan of, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. So, we've got the Necronomicon in there. We've got something called the Silver Key, which is a Lovecraftian thing, but we made it kind of like the puzzle cube from Hellraiser.
Royal Cinnamon Lounge will have 2 screenings of the film Eldritch USA this weekend, Friday night at 7 p.m. and Saturday night at 8. A beloved annual event will once again fill the skies above Kansas. Coming up, we'll take you to the Columbus Balloon Regatta. But up first, another indictment against a political foe.
The top law enforcement official in New York faces criminal charges amid President Trump's push to target political opponents. I'm Erica Brown with more on the federal indictment.
Today, a grand jury indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James. A prosecutor handpicked by President Trump secured the indictment. As Erica Brown reports, James pursued a civil fraud suit against Trump before he returned to the Oval Office.
New York Attorney General Letitia James was indicted Thursday by a federal grand jury in the Eastern District of Virginia and is charged with 1 count of bank fraud and 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution. The 5-page indictment alleges James made false statements related to her 2020 purchase of a home in Norfolk, Virginia, to secure more favorable interest rates. James denies any wrongdoing and in a video statement says she will aggressively fight the charges she calls a weaponization of the justice system.
These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
Last year, Letitia James secured a civil judgment of hundreds of millions of dollars against then former President Trump and his business for fraudulently inflating real estate assets, but an appeals court later tossed out the judgment. Last month, President Trump publicly urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to look into James, former FBI Director James Comey, and California Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, who is also under investigation by the Justice Department.
All Americans should be concerned about this kind of raw abuse of the power of the Justice Department.
James's indictment comes just 2 weeks after a grand jury also indicted Comey on charges of lying to Congress. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
James's first court appearance is set for October 24th. While a little later, meet a group on a community mission. Food, not bombs, on the next Doing Good.
And we have some warmer temperatures in store for us this weekend. I'll have those details right after this.
Reset the clock for information.
We've had some cooler temperatures these last couple days. Unfortunately, that comes to another end as we head into the weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look outside Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. It is a pretty nice evening in store for us. Calm, quiet. We don't have much going on other than temperatures dropping back down to the upper 50s, just like they were this morning. Now, our high today hit about 79. normally, average, we should see temperatures in the lower 70s now. So we're definitely going to stay above average. Our cooler days have even still been above average. 75, 76 yesterday, again 79 today, with our overnight lows hitting just about 59, 58. Very similar to what we're going to see in the morning tomorrow, but we warm up to the low 80s, about 81, 82 degrees, and we also could see isolated shower or two as we head through the afternoon. But right now, taking a look at our Skywatch Storm Tracker, it is pretty quiet, not really much going on out there. We are watching a high pressure system setting up mostly to the southwest of us, but that is still driving our temperatures up for the weekend. Again, low 80s tomorrow, then we're going to get up to mid 80s Saturday, upper 80s on Sunday. Back to the rain chances we could see Friday morning. We do have the chance in southeastern Kansas to see an isolated shower or two. Pretty low chances, I'd say 10% or even less on the southeastern Kansas side, but we want to keep an eye out for that. Now, later into the morning and early afternoon, that front that pushes through could bring an isolated shower south and into southwestern Missouri, meaning it's going to be along and to the east of I-49. Another thing we just want to keep an eye on, but for the most of us, we are going to stay pretty dry. We get a few clouds, but overall a nice day after the potential rain chances in the morning. Heading into Saturday morning, we also see some more cloudy skies through the morning until we clear out for the afternoon. Similar on Sunday. Next chance of rain won't be until Monday, so here we are, isolated chances in the morning, maybe a little bit more widespread there in the afternoon from a short wave that pushes in late in the day to the north of us. So it does bring isolated chances, but we're back to this high pressure system that cools us, or that warms us right back up by Wednesday. Couple more chances of rain scattered throughout the week as well. Now, what we're really watching out for is this low pressure system. It gets cut off from the jet stream, meaning it's just going to sit over there for several days. Once it rejoins with the jet stream, it'll have a reason now to be pushed out towards our area, bringing us another chance for some rain and even some cooler temperatures. We are still average this time of year. I mean, for the potential of our first frost, normally we'd be getting it late October, and that's our forecasting expectation for when we're going to see it. We got about 10 to 12 days before we see another cool down. Like I said, we're waiting for that cutoff low as we get to next weekend, but it could be, again, 10 to 12 days, maybe even up to 15 days before those cooler temperatures really just sink into the area. Until then, we're bouncing around in the mid 80s to upper 70s. That's our range for the next 10 days.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Lindsay. The Hot Air Balloon Regatta is one of the highlights of Columbus Day weekend, bringing visitors from around the 4 states to colorful balloons take flight. Between the balloon glow, the parade, and family activities downtown, businesses say the excitement fills more than just the skies. It fills their storefronts too.
Columbus Day is always a big deal here. That is one of our biggest tourist industries. It's also a time where people come back. They have lots of class reunions, and so everybody is here for the homecoming parade and then all the events that they have on Saturday afternoon.
This year's balloon regatta is taking flight from a new location, the soccer fields off Highway 160 and 20th Street. Organizers hope the change will make it easier for visitors to park, watch, and enjoy the show with plenty of space. Well, still ahead, Pitt State Cross Country returns to action this week as they prepare for the MIAA Championship in a couple of weeks. We'll hear from the team coming up. And we'll have the highlights from a busy night of action under the lights in the 4-state area, including a pair of 8-man football matchups. Stay tuned.
Week 7 of Missouri high school football is underway with a pair of 8-man matchups in the Show Me State, with New Heights taking on Lockwood and Jasper hosting Archie, starting at Fred G. Hughes Stadium with the Cougars and Tigers clashing. Lockwood leads 56-8 in the second quarter. Cougars looking to claw their way back in it. David Williams with the carry. He jukes the defender and has the yardage for the first down. New Heights now looking to convert on 4th and 1 later in the drive. Corbin Cronin-Wet, he's going to look to pass, and he's got the short pass to Williams. He breaks a tackle, but Cody Steffen tackles him short of the line to gain, and the Tigers take over on downs. Final minute of the first half, 4th down and long for Lockwood. 3 Cougars defenders are there to make the stop, and New Heights, they get a stop and take over on downs. Last play of the half, Cougars looking for a miracle. Williams, he's going to take off. He's going to head towards the sideline, but he will be brought down. Tigers cruise to a road win over the Cougars, 63-8 the final from Joplin. Moving over to Jasper as the Eagles eye a third straight win, taking on Archie. Warwin's first possession, Tristan Leeper with the quarterback keeper. He races for the end zone untouched, and Archie takes the 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Next drive for the Whirlwinds. It's going to be a handoff this time. They're going to go to Weston Bryant. He takes it the full length of the field for the score with the house call. Archie now up 16 points on just 2 offensive plays. Whirlwinds will get the ball right back. Leeper with the quick pass to Jackson Cash. The Eagles rip the ball out of his hands, and Jonathan Baker recovers it. But Jasper's offensive drive would stall, and on the quarterback / punt return, Tristan Leeper, he'll juke a few defenders, find some pay dirt again. His second touchdown of the game. Whirlwinds lead 24-0. Archie cruises to the road victory, defeating Jasper 75-14, the final. On the soccer pitch, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons have been scorching hot, winning 9 of their last 10 matches, including victories in each of their last 3 games. Purple Dragons looking to make it 4 in a row against Emporia on Thursday. First half, Pittsburgh down 1-0. This penalty kick from Nicholas Weller is blocked by Emerson Cabrera. A big-time save from the Dragons' keeper. Final minute of the half, Spartans on the attack. Marcos Martinez finds Thiago Esquivel, who fires on Nepa. Cabrera makes the diving save. He's on his game tonight. Second half, Emporia now leading 2-0 and eyeing more. This crosser finds Kevin Magana. His shot is blocked by Snyder Juarez Perez, and the second chance is blocked by a diving Cabrera. Heck of a play from Pittsburgh once again. Dragons looking to get on the board, and this corner kick will find Anderson Mota Hernandez, but his header goes wide. Dragons fall at home to the Spartans. 4-1 the final from Pittsburgh. This weekend, the Pitt State men's and women's cross-country teams will be back in action as the road to championship season continues. Pitt State hits the road for Romeoville, Illinois for the Lewis University Crossover Invitational. Saturday's event will be just the second time that the Guerrillas squads have raced this season, while being their final tune-up prior to the MIAA Championships later this month here in Pittsburgh.
We really only have 2 races, Missouri Southern and then Lewis, to really get things figured out and get some momentum built before we go into championship season. So we just need to make sure we take advantage of every opportunity we get to race and making sure we're taking advantage of those weeks in between to train hard and build fitness.
These meets are really exciting, being able to get that regional and national competition level, and it's also really good for just some of the girls on the team that don't have as much experience, and we can get in a larger field of runners and run with just more people in general and just get that extra experience. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. Fast one for sure.
Saturday's Invitational will start with the women's race at 9:45 a.m., followed by the men's event at 10:30. There'll be 37 teams competing, including 9 nationally ranked squads. Good start to some football tonight. Not the results we want for our Missouri teams, but football season starting to get closer and closer to playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, may not be the results we want tonight, but we have a lot of games tomorrow, including our game of week.
Game of the week is going to be Neosho and Joplin. These two teams, a little bit of a heated rivalry. Joplin's beaten them the past few years, so it's going to be a fun one out there in Neosho tomorrow.
Definitely one to watch. Thank you so much, Ryan. That's a look at sports. We're back right after this.
Four-state hero.
Many people go through life wondering where their next meal may be coming from. For those people, that uncertainty can be a frightening thing. In tonight's Doing Good segment, KOAM's Ty Parks introduces us to a group doing their part to feed the community.
I just hope the community, there's this, push for us all to, be individuals and all separated, and I just want to bring everybody together in community and just realize that the person next to you is just the same as you.
The same as you. Those words are the heart of Food Not Bombs. This grassroots mutual aid network is bringing people together over shared meals in Joplin, operating without formal nonprofit status or organizational hierarchy. It's a group of people coming together to help.
Basically, we just form little groups of volunteers and we serve meals, so there's no religious affiliations, no political affiliations. It's just people who want to volunteer. They just come together.
Food Not Bomb serves a community meal out of the mini Hackney Community Center on Main Street. All the food is donated as well as the labor to cook the food.
Service brings me joy. Just to be serving others is like where I find my joy. It sometimes seems like, like really crazy to people. Like, why would you? I'm a social worker, so they're like, why do you want to do 8 hours of social work and turn around and do, more hours of service? But it's just where I draw my joy.
And if you're looking for a way to draw joy and share it, there's always ways you can help.
We have donation bins at Brush and Blade, Pink Mornings, and Rattle Designs on Schiffer-Decker. So people donate food, and we turn it around, cook it, and serve it.
The meals represent more than just food distribution. They create opportunities for connection regardless of social and economic lines. Reporting in Joplin, Ty Parks.
Now, Food Not Bombs plans to increase their activities during the winter for those in need, even if winter does feel maybe a little bit far away temperature-wise.
Well, I swear it'll be here before you know it. Just a couple of months ago, we were hoping for the weather we've got now, which overall is pretty nice. We do have some isolated storm chances on Friday and temperatures bouncing around in the 80s for the weekend, back into the 70s to start next week.
And hey, those slightly warmer temperatures, that's not going to be something that we maybe hate on the sidelines Friday night.
That's true. We will take the warmer weather. I personally, I need a sweatshirt to be okay. But tomorrow night's press box will have 15 total games, so jam-packed Friday night as usual. So make sure to tune in press box, 4 states Friday night. It'll be a busy night for us.
And a really exciting game of the week as well, that Joplin-Neosho, I think you said?
Yep, Joplin-Neosho.
Big matchup. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's make it a great evening.